Hey guys, Passion Speaks here. This video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a part of a different video series. My channel, Passion Speaks, isn't just about my artwork. It is also about the other things that I'm passionate about in my life. Diet and nutrition is one of the things that I'm very, very passionate about. And also exercise. But for this series, it's going to be more about diet and nutrition and what I'm doing right now, which might seem a little crazy. It's very controversial, this diet that I'm doing. And I call it a diet, but it's more of a way of eating. I've been experimenting for a few years now on different ways of eating. I started out with the plant paradox diet, and I was on that for about 4 to 6 weeks, and then I went to keto, and I was on that probably for at least 6 weeks. Back then, I did try carnivore. I wasn't really aware of what it was. I didn't know what I was doing. I did not do my research. So that one, I only stayed on for 2 or 3 weeks and thought, oh, well, this is just not for me. But I didn't give it enough time, I feel. I want to get this out of the way. This is a disclaimer. I am not giving anybody, by any means, medical advice. I am not a professional in the subject of diet and nutrition. This is just my story on what I am doing and my experiences with diet and nutrition. So I just wanted to make sure everybody was aware of that. 3 weeks ago, I started the carnivore diet again. Her story was like horrible what she went through. So I felt like if this way of eating, I'm starting this diet because I'm having some medical issues that I feel like this way of eating could solve. That's why I was on keto and the plant paradox to begin with. Both of those put you into ketosis. It's just different ways of eating. I've been on keto off and on for a very long time, actually. Okay, so I've been on this way of eating for about 3 weeks. I'm going to tell you guys kind of the pros and cons as I go along with this way of eating. I don't want to call it a diet because I'm not doing this to lose weight. Weight loss is a nice symptom of this way of eating. I definitely have lost a lot of fat and inches and weight over the last 3 weeks. I've heard a lot of things from other YouTubers on this. Actually, what gave me this idea to try this again was I watched Michaela Peterson's story and her dad's story. Jordan Peterson will help her, then maybe it'll help me. I know when I did keto way back when I was first diagnosed with epilepsy, it did help me and my seizures. I have partial complex temporal lobe epilepsy, and it's actually in both of my lobes. I had gone to a neurologist, been on medications. Medications made me sick. Some of them I went toxic on and had a lot of issues. So I put myself on the ketogenic diet, which was pretty new. I didn't know a whole lot about it, but it was effective. I was able to get off of the medications and be seizure free for at least 6 months or more. In order to be able to drive, I had to be seizure free for 6 months. So I was able to accomplish that on keto. Over the years, I kind of went off of it and just ate whatever the heck I wanted. I was on keto for probably about a year and a half. And so I really didn't have much issues with seizures. So that's one of the reasons why I'm trying this way of eating, because I know it will work for that. But that's not the main reason why I'm doing this. I had been doing pretty strict keto for over a year, and then I started eating normal foods. I started eating cookies and cakes and carbs, and it's totally wrecked my body. I was having some issues with depression, which I hadn't for like years and years and years. But this depression was like horrible. It was worse than I remember ever experiencing, but maybe it's because I haven't had depression for so long. and my ankles have started swelling up and having a lot more pain, stiffness, just feeling kind of like crap, a lot of migraines. That's why, yeah, the main reason I was on keto before was migraines and epilepsy, but the reason why I had migraines is because I have the seizure and then I will have migraines after, which can be pretty uncomfortable, horrible, bad. And of course I have asthma and those kind of things. So I want to see what this way of eating can really help. I know it'll help the seizures, obviously. I don't have those that often. I'm lucky enough not to have grand mals to where I lose consciousness. So I've been on the carnivore diet 3 weeks. Of course, I had gone off of, I was eating whatever I wanted. I was eating sugars and bread and those kind of things. So for my first couple of weeks, I have gone through horrible sugar withdrawals. I've been irritable and angry, nauseous. So the first couple of weeks was pretty rough for me because I love my cookies, I love my fat cakes and pastries and yeah, and Starbucks with all of that sugar. I like sugar, but sugar is horrible for us. I did not know that for a lot of years. I've been researching diet and nutrition for a while because I just want to know what, Dr. Berry calls it the proper human diet, the carnivore diet. So I thought that was kind of funny. But back to what I was saying, yeah, I went through horrible withdrawals. A lot of people, when they go on this diet, they have a lot of issues with either constipation or diarrhea. I had more constipation to begin with, which means I wasn't eating enough fat. You know, it's really hard to do nowadays because when you're eating nothing but meat, everywhere, every store that I go to, they cut away the fat because our society, we've been taught that fat is bad for us. It's going to give us a heart attack, stroke, it's going to cause high blood pressure, all of that crap, which I'm finding is not true. There's a lot of doctors that are on YouTube that are saying this as well, and I'm not sure exactly why we all have, well, I do know why we've all been misguided, but I'm not going to get into that right now. Try to find pieces of meat that has a lot of fat. That wasn't working, so I eat butter, which is still kind of a little bit disturbing to me off and on, but I've only been doing this for 3 weeks. Last time I did this way of eating, I stopped at 3 weeks because I was having electrolyte imbalance, so I was having a lot of foot cramps and my legs hurt and those kind of things. But now I know what I need to do to prevent the electrolyte imbalance. So this transition hasn't been horrible for me. I did have the constipation for a week, and then for about a week it went the other way where I had some diarrhea and stuff, but I think the body has to adjust because you're going from eating sugars and carbs, which carbs break down into sugars for energy, and to using fat for energy. That's why pretty much everyone loses a lot of fat and weight and gains muscle. I've noticed in 3 weeks that, let's see, I've lost 6 pounds, which isn't horrible. I'm usually at like 120. I'm at 113.6, somewhere around there. But the weight's not what I'm interested in. I am feeling stronger and I can tell I'm gaining muscle. And I'm not doing a whole lot. I'm taking a walk maybe twice a week. I do a little bit of exercises, not a whole lot of cardio, a little bit, but I'm really not doing much right now. I do plan to increase my exercise, but I'm just letting my body get used to this because it's gonna take a good month and a half for our bodies to transition over from carbs to using fat for energy. So I am eating butter. I'm eating pure Irish butter. I look at everything because one of my goals is I'm trying to get rid of preservatives because I think I'm very sensitive to preservatives, and I just want to eat real food. I don't want to eat all the crap that they're adding to our food. One interesting thing I've noticed though is when I started Carnivore, within a week, the swelling in my ankles went away and the swelling in my feet went away. The swelling was bad enough to where I was having trouble getting my shoes on because my feet were so swollen. And then I love bacon, so I started eating bacon because you can do carnivore pretty inexpensive, depending. You'll understand in a second, but you can do carnivore pretty inexpensive. So I was eating a lot of bacon. I love bacon. I was feeling good. And then my ankles swelled up again and my feet swelled up, and it's painful. It's hard to walk, and it's painful, and so I cut out the bacon, sadly, and within 24 hours the swelling was gone. And actually I think my feet have been swelling a little more than I thought for a while because my shoes feel like there's so much extra space than I felt for like months and months and months. So, which is weird. So I've cut out bacon because for me there's something in it that is causing some sort of autoimmune issue. I will be going to the doctor soon and get tested to see if possibly I have an autoimmune disorder. I feel like it's kind of silly because I already know I probably do. So far, that's kind of what I am noticing. I'm noticing that I'm a lot skinnier and thinner, and I'm like, I have love handles and my abdomen. I still have a little bit of fat to get rid of, but my abdomen is, yeah, a lot skinnier. I've noticed what's weird, just 3 weeks into this, I have this very healthy glow about my skin, and I don't think I've had that before, or not to this extent. So, in a nutshell, that's what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. And I figured you guys can go along with me on my journey because that's what my channel's about. I'm trying to be pretty transparent, let you guys in on my different passions, what I have passion for, and diet and nutrition's been a big thing. Also in the series, I'll be doing a little bit of talking. I'll talk about like the plant paradox diet that I went on and my experiences with it, and of course keto. There's many different ways to do keto. The carnivore, the only issue with that I see so far is more on a social aspect. I'm cutting out everything except for, well, right now what I'm eating is just beef and bison. I've cut out pork and chicken for right now. I'm doing this as a total elimination diet because also, oh, I forgot to tell you, I have this rash on my neck, and I've had it for quite a while, and it'll get better, worse, but it never goes away completely. And I really feel like, because it shows up like along my neck. It's really weird. But it's not that noticeable, but I know it's there, and it bothers me because usually when you get a rash on your neck, either it's hormonal or it's diet related, like I'm eating something that I am allergic to. And I would say it's a very mild allergy, but I want to get rid of that. It's really annoying me. I'm doing this really strict. It's going to be similar to the lion diet. I may go to the lion diet eventually, but I'm trying to cut everything out that I can be allergic to. Once I have a good foundation and I know that all of my symptoms are gone, then I'm going to start to slowly add things back. And I may start with chicken and different meats, and then I may broaden beyond that, but I already know that I can't eat bacon. Eventually, I will probably try like maybe a butcher shop and make sure all that's added to the bacon is like salt, and then maybe I could eat bacon because they put so many things in bacon that is not good for you. They add a shit ton of sugar to bacon too. It's horrible. So I just want real bacon. Salt works. You know, maybe salt and smoked. I'm okay with that. But yeah, they put so many preservatives. Like the one bacon that I reacted to, it had fermented rice something in it, but which was weird. I do feel like I'm very sensitive to gluten and lectins, so yeah. But I do plan to try to add things back and see what I can and can't eat. This is yeah, very socially, for my job, they bring in a lot of food stuff, so I'm kind of socially singled out eating this way, but it's just what I need to do right now. I want to feel healthy. I want to have clarity of mind. I just want to feel good, and I would like to slow down my aging as much as possible, and I know this way of eating can do that. I want quality of life. I want to feel good. Just because I'm getting older doesn't mean I need to have all of those issues that we have been taught to believe age causes, because it might not. You know, just food for thought there. But I will be talking about other ways of eating, like the diets I've done. I did try vegetarian for a little bit. I couldn't stay on that very long. It made me pretty sick. And eventually I will probably be like showing some of the things that I'm making and eating. Making bone broth, and I'm drinking it to help on the electrolytes, because there's so many different electrolytes you can get in bone broth. Our main electrolytes that we really need is, of course, sodium and potassium, magnesium, and calcium. Those are the 4 that I feel are very important, because on this way of eating, you'll lose all of the water that our body's holding onto that it shouldn't be, all the unhealthy water. So that's a lot of the reason why so many people lose quite a bit of weight, or if not weight, they lose inches on everywhere because the standard American diet is not really good for us, and we let go of all of that unnecessary water weight. We lose the fat, and yeah. So we'll see how this goes on my journey. I love ribeye, so I eat that. I like it medium rare, and I feel really good when I eat that. But I'm trying to get different types of beef from different locations of the cow or the bison, so that I can get the different nutrients and vitamins that I need. I'm feeling pretty good so far. If there's anything you guys want to hear me talk about, let me know in the description down below. This is more of I'm more serious in these videos, because I feel like this is important. We are the only mammal on Earth that's confused about what we should be eating, which is very interesting. Check out my other videos. I have a lot of art videos. Those are kind of quirky and funny, and I usually get camera shy, so I do funny things or say funny things on accident, because yeah, I imagine all of these people watching me, and I get nervous. Yeah, check out my art videos, and if you want to purchase prints of my artwork, you can find that on Etsy, which is on the front page of my YouTube channel, on the banner on the lower right. Also, behind me you can see a few of my artworks. I do paint. It's acrylic painting right now. I should start drawing more, but I just haven't. I'm selling poster prints and canvas prints. Eventually I will sell originals. As I paint more, I'll maybe be able to let go of some of them. I'm very sentimental, so it's kind of hard for me to let go of the real thing, but I will eventually. Yeah. Plus I need to figure out how to ship them without them being damaged. Yeah. But yeah, definitely leave a like if you like this video. Some comments down below. I know this is a very controversial topic, and I'm just trying to feel the best that I can feel. So if I'm offending anyone out there, I am sorry. If I could eat vegetables and nothing but vegetables, I would do it. Subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you so much. Bye.